Hello, hey everybody. This is Dave Wallace coming to you from my home here in Wahiawa, Hawaii, and welcome to Monday Talk Story Time. Today, I'd like to talk to you about our book series, Anna Blaze, and how did we create the story? Where does the story come from, and what is it mainly about? Okay, so to share this with you, I'm going to be sharing screen, and let's take a look at some of the things. Okay, right here I have the folders of all of the Anna Blaze series, and this is Anna Blaze number 8. We just will be releasing it on the 20th, and I already started here, right here. I already started on Anna Blaze number 9, which is called Erased. Okay, but the book starts here. The book series starts here, and here is the cover. Okay, first things first, where does the name Anna Blaze come from? Okay, Anna Blaze, we got the name Anna Blaze by brainstorming. And in fact, we went over, female names, male names, trying to figure out whether our person was going to be a female or a male. And we decided early on that we wanted a female hero. And the name Anna jumped out, and after Anna, we had to find a last name, and Blaze is a person that this name Anna Blaze is an actual person that my wife knows. Interesting thing too is that the name Blaze is also the name of one of my students that I tutored a long time ago. So it was a good fitting. The funny thing about it is after we chose this and we far along into the series at about book number 5 or 6, I was wondering, I like to check the demographics to see who's clicking on this name, my books, because we had a lot of clicks and a lot of people showed interest. And when I took a look at the demographics for men ages 18 to about 35, there's a huge spike in men this time, and I was wondering why was this happening? And so I Googled Anna Blaze. And one of the things that came up was this porn star. So we didn't realize that this was a porn star, and the reason behind a lot of clicks, especially men. Okay, so Anna Blaze. Now, once we got the character there, there needed to be a reason behind the story, and this story is about a child who's born with natural abilities, enhanced abilities from her parents, okay? And what is that? Where does that idea come from? Well, that idea comes from me and my experiences growing up as a gifted child, and some of the challenges that I faced with my peers and my family members as I grew up and began displaying some of my abilities. Some of the people couldn't handle it, and it kind of like freaked them out. And so this is one of the things that created this storyline. Okay, as you can see below the title, we have telepath and rift jumper. And these are the two powers that this child has. The telepath is a person who has the ability to read minds. This is a mind reader. And a mind reader, a telepath, not only can read minds, but they can also send messages between people and send detailed messages, can send them can enter their dreams and thoughts, plant ideas into their minds. And it's interesting because, for me, I practice remote influencing. And this is the ability to influence someone to do something that you want them. And I use pictures in the process, And if you want to encourage someone to do something, I'll give you an example. If I wanted to go to eat kalbi, okay, this is Korean Korean short ribs, one of my favorite dishes. Now, I can send my wife a picture of me eating kalbi, and she'll go, not bad, okay? And the thought will come in and says, "Oh yeah, my husband loves to eat kalbi." Will that influence her? Like, say, let's go and eat kalbi? Not really. However, if I send her pictures of her eating the kalbi, and not only eating kalbi, but also guffing it down and stuffing it in her face and enjoying it and sucking the bones, and really enjoying it, that makes her, it's her vision and her beliefs, and it arouses her curiosity. And so it becomes more personalized. It's a personalized message. And when I send her messages like that, the next thing you know, within a couple of days, let's go eat kalbi. Okay. So in a way, this is what telepaths do. Okay. You send messages to another person, and you don't have to be a trained telepath to do it. It just takes focus and concentration to kind of like pick a target and get a person to make it personal, the experience personal, so you show the people enjoying the benefits of whatever you want them to do. Okay, so as telepath, Anna inherits the ability as a telepath from her father, Mason. Now, Mason is a thief, and he's a master thief. And he belongs to a group of 4 people that work for a multi-billionaire collector who have them running around the world stealing different things from different people, adding to his collection of art and valuable things. So Mason is part of this, okay? Now, that's where the telepath comes in. The second part is rift jumper. Rift jumper is a different way of saying teleporter, okay? If you watch Star Trek and you hear the term, "Scotty, beam me up," and boom, the person disappears. Well, that's what teleporting is. And teleporter, you can either use a device like beaming, okay, electronic devices where your body's scrambled up and converted to light particles, and you zoom across the universe. But in this case, this is something that can happen naturally. And the teleporter, this ability comes from Anna's mom. Her name is Jackie, who is also part of this team of thieves that work for the chairman. Okay, so Mason and Jackie work together in a team. The main job for Mason is to identify where an object is in the house. If there's security codes to get into a place or locations, he can read a person's mind to get that information. Jackie's job as a teleporter is to teleport the team into the area that where the precious object is, and to steal it, okay, to grab it and leave. The other 2 team members that work with Mason and Jackie is Troll, who is a bodyguard and a kung fu expert, And Phoebe, who controls electricity, she can turn off and turn on any electronic device around. So when Mason and Jackie get together, they have a child, and this child is Anna. Okay. And in the book Origins talks about how Mason and Jackie get together and finally have a child. And when Anna is first born, she begins to display these abilities right off the bat. Just out of the womb, several hours out of delivery, and she's teleporting herself from the nursery to her mom because she wants to be next to the mom. Her ability to read people's minds is also there because as the mom is thinking and talking to Anna, Anna is responding. Okay, she cannot verbalize things, but she can send pictures like she understands, and she also understands the ideas that people are communicating to her. So as a young infant, she's displaying these wonderful talents. Now, in the book Origins, we go up until when Anna is about 5 years old. And at the age of 5, she is extremely bright and ready to learn. And her father gets this brilliant idea of saying, hey, I wonder what happens if I train my daughter to be a thief. So he starts teaching her how to get into small places. In fact, she gets a foot locker and puts things in a foot locker and challenges Anna to go in and enter it. And she figures it out all herself, how to get in and out of the foot locker without being scraped or hurt. So this is what book number 1, Origins, is about. And because Mason, poor doggy, because Mason is training Anna to be a thief, once the mother finds out, she objects to it and doesn't want that for her daughter, and realizes the only way she can protect Anna from living this life of a thief is by taking her away. And so at the end of Origins, you have this break that occurs between Anna and Jackie, and they flee and they go to Iowa. Okay, and so that's where the story leaves off. And the second story behind that, and let me stop sharing and get back into that next one. Okay, and let me see. I'll take out that. Okay, and right now let's go into the next book and see if I can share that with you. Oh. Okay, and that's learning in process. Okay, and the second book, Hidden. Okay, and here's the book cover. In the second book, Hidden, 5-year-old Anna is taken away, and as they're running away from their dad who's pursuing them, both mother and daughter realizes, oh, both mother and daughter realizes that in order to, for their safety, they need to split up. And because if Anna and mom would be staying together, it would slow things down and make them more susceptible and easier to track. So in Hidden, the whole story in Hidden is Anna and Jackie deciding to have Anna stay in a orphanage away from the town, away from all of these media, far away as possible. And that's where they end up in Iowa, okay, on a farm, basically. And so she spends her time in an orphanage. And while she's at an orphanage, she's left to explore some of her abilities while she's in an orphanage. And the people there, she runs into a nurse, not a nurse, a sister that helps her understand her abilities and some of the responsibilities that go along with these abilities that she have. And she also develops a friendship with a boy named Billy, and this becomes a friend throughout the rest of the series. So in Hidden, this is her time where she spends away from her parents, where she gets to develop her own skills at her own pace. And she's in a very safe environment where no one's trying to take advantage of her, and no one's trying to make her turn into a criminal. So these are the first 2 books, okay, of the series, and there's 6 more, actually 7 more in the working. And so I hope this is this brief about the story, the storyline will help you in deciding about this book. Take a look at it. You can read it. And these books are short reads. It should take you between anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half to read the books. It's pretty easy reading. Okay. So I hope this was helpful to you folks. And this is Dave Wallace from Waihoa, Hawaii. Monday Talk Story, saying mahalo for watching, and until next week, aloha.